What happened? What is the fun about? So let's begin with BCK. Please take down the list of topics we are going to cover very quickly and all important ones. Okay, chapter 1 is BCK and introduction. Yes, chapter 2 is business environment. Chapter 3 is business organizations, your company profile topic. Chapter 4 is government policies for business growth. Chapter 5 is organizations facilitating business. Chapter 6 is common business terminologies. Okay, so we will go chapter by chapter. Okay. So, my dear students, chapter 1, for people who are yet to take this BCK segment very seriously, I have to tell you right from chapter 1. Please note, in chapter 1, there are 2 segments. Part A will be totally new to you. I mean, this is about BCK vocabulary, what we call as lexicons, importance of BCK for chartered accountants, and what are the various notions of business, profession, employment, right? Objectives of business, constraints in business. So that is there. Second one, forms of business organization. For people who are comfortable with your +1, +2 material, we give a green signal saying go ahead. Sole proprietorship, and you have partnership, Hindu undivided family, joint stock companies, private companies, and public companies, you can do it. So the second part should be a little bit familiar, part B, but part A is literally new for you, and it is mandatory that you go through our material. You can follow Bharadwaj material, no harm. We have crystallized, everything from your main institute material and given to you as a capsule form. Our material itself is that. Book back question is one important thing, and we will be sharing some questions for BCK in your Google Drive. Okay, so that is about this thing. In chapter 2, you have to be very, very careful because it is an emerging discipline, or I would say flourishing discipline. Business environment is now a paper, an academic paper as such. So you can expect questions from this. For you, they have given generally an environmental analysis. They begin with Darwin's theory, etc. Then they go on with the chart form, internal and external repeated question, where you have the micro and macro component, and then you come to SWOT analysis and PESEL. So this is how the chapter structure is. And in business organization, company profile, maybe today I can do a rapid fire round seeing how good you are in company profile topic. By now, whether you have completely done all the companies in fingertips, whether it is there, you can just let us know, because that's a very important topic. Okay, so that is chapter 3. Chapter 4, you remember this, it's a starting from history, a lot of Alauddin Khilji and Akbar and Ashoka and all this, Dadabhai Navroji, so many things are there, up till globalization and liberalization and privatization. You remember that? So that is the crux. You have an historical sketch, policy indicators, LPG, IFDI, that is FDI flowing in, FDI going outward, and foreign institutional investment. All this is there. And when you have organization facilitating a business, non-funding and funding, both that category itself is very important and a very favorite segment for the examiner. Asking you some data from this is a favorite question. Chapter 6. So look at this. Did you ever touch this glossary topic? For everything you're only smiling, but what does it mean? We do not know. So look at the classification. Finance, stock and commodity market is one. Marketing terminology, banking terminology, other business terminology. To be very honest with you, these three are very simple. Easily you can identify directly also. But this needs time. This needs repeated reading. Can you understand the difference there? So in our material also you would have seen that we have given some explanatory notes where required, some explanations, small charts, some tips for you to remember. This has been given, but this requires a repeated kind of a reading, right? It's like a glossary kind of a topic. So look at the example. Some terms have been given, no? Bear market, hedge, blue chips, mutual fund, and there'll be the meaning given in elaboration. This is how the topic even looks like. Marketing again, internal marketing, conglomerate diversification. We have added a small note on that for you. Cross-selling, e-commerce. So with the meaning you are already given, so that shouldn't be difficult. Banking is most familiar among all, and some of the commonly done even in other chapters like bank rate and repo rate, reverse repo rate and all, well. And of course with the meaning it's been given. In others, general terms like puzzle is given, acquisition, bankruptcy, e-filing or electronic filing. So the chapter goes like that, right? So this is how the chapter is done. Now the chapter 1 in a detailed way, in a detailed manner. How should I read this thing? First of all, you can take it down as hints for revision. Meaning of the term business and commerce, that itself is asked. Meaning of the term business, and literally it is from the parent source only. They are drawing sentences from the parent source. You don't have any outside reference to do. Our Bharadwaj material, we have removed all these new snippets coming in between, which may distract the sequence of the essay. We have removed all that and made it in a very crystal, in a very crisp form it has been given. So the meaning of the term commerce and business is asked, which students miss out. They don't know. They don't locate that sentence and do it. So we are bringing to you that BCK domains with a chart. There is a chart which is also here presented for you, which is very important. Even BCK vocabulary, like what we did, that strategy, then inbound, outbound, bear, bull. Okay, the original source meaning from which discipline did it emerge, and what is its usage in business. You remember that small exercise even in the class? So that is what I mean. BCK vocabulary or lexicon is most expected question. Now importance of BCK to chartered accountants also asked, because 3 or 4 concepts are there, like nuances, notion, fast moving consumer goods. The meaning of these are asked, right? And they will give you 4 points. One among this will be appropriate, most appropriate to chartered accountant, or irrelevant. So that is a kind of question here. Business quotient, there that how, where, when, all those things were, six servants or something like that, that is there. Then fundamental difference between economic and non-economic activities, they could question you. So one is altruistic, one is monetary. Definitely that is an expected question, because it also incorporates economics. So while economics is purely monetary, non-economics is altruistic in nature. Do you remember the term altruism, which we learned for this altruism? Yes, so that is one. Okay, then features of business activities, the core features which were listed out. And the 3 perspectives, macro, medium and micro perspectives, which we did. And business profession employment chart must. So there are around 3 charts which you have to repeatedly revise in this segment. Objectives of business enterprise, repeated question. Repeatedly I find this question there. Economic, social, political, legal, ethical and environmental, right? And the second one is your forms of business organization. And for one tip, if you want to read from parent source, charts are there. Sole proprietor, Hindu undivided family, partnership, and this one, private companies, public companies. Even chart you can use for quick revision. Okay, if you are well versed in that, you can do that. Okay, so this is how you have to. So first topic, part 1 itself, these are the focus points. Can you understand that? So we will see now. Now look at, this is what I wanted to show you, this vocabulary. This chart is what I was referring to as BCK vocabulary chart. Many people miss out the chart thinking that it's a new snippet, which is not so, right? That is very important. Yes, now you please do these answers. Chapter 1 revision class exercise. Attempt the questions given. Question 1. Oxford Online Dictionary defines the term domain as dash. Oxford Online Dictionary defines the term domain as dash. Next one, domain in simpler terms means a dash. So there is a difference between the dictionary, the denotation of it, and the normal usage, simpler usage. So I want you to understand the clarity of the term domain. According to Oxford Online Dictionary, you have to define domain, first question. Second question, domain in simple terms. Okay. BCK is eclectic. What is the meaning of the term eclectic? Eclectic. Definite question, repeated question also. Meaning of the term eclectic. Then expand B2B, expand B2C. Then human activities are classified into, fill up that. Types of objectives. Please list out the types of objectives. Then give the 3 perspectives of business as an economic activity. See here, it's not just types of business, perspectives of business as an economic activity. Please do this exercise. These are intricate questions from chapter 1 in BCK introductory segment. Were you able to fill it up? Which one, ma? Which question? No. It is answer only. It's not a question. You have to give the 3 perspectives of business as an economic activity. 3 perspectives. Today you can test your preparation level in BCK. How am I in BCK? What is the mark that this segment carries? You are well aware, no? How much ever is logged for economics, it carries only 60 marks. The rest of 40 is in the hands of BCK. BCK is your semi-god. Yes, Pavitra, done. Very good. For any doubts in chapter 1 BCK segment A, contact Miss Pavitra. Are you confident of your answers also? I mean, it's correct like that? Or hit or miss you gave? 80%, okay. Yeah, then that's a good percentage, no? You're confident only. If you had said 50 means cat on the wall. Okay, look at the answers now. Exact words must be given. That is where your BCK differs. According to Oxford Online Dictionary, the term domain is defined as a specified sphere of knowledge. Look at the answer highlighted for you. Domain in simpler terms means a subject. Okay, what is the meaning of Eclectic, multidisciplinary. Expected question. I think I'm just giving you a clue where we saw this. BCK is vast, eclectic, ever evolving, expanding. We saw that, no? Under that, you get this. So, multidisciplinary is the definition of the term eclectic, and BCK is multidisciplinary in nature. B2B, I think that you would have done correctly. Business to business, and it's a form of transaction involving basically a manufacturer and a wholesaler, something like that. B2C stands for business to consumer, isn't it? A transaction that takes place between a business and an individual. I mean the end customer. And human activities are divided into economic and non-economic. And what are the three perspectives? What are the three perspectives? And medium, isn't it? Micro, macro, and medium. No, this is the next one. This is the previous. This is your answer slide. Yes, what are the types of objectives? Economic, social, organic, political, legal, ethical, and environmental. I think in the previous slide itself, I gave you the answer, if you can see. Did anybody notice? Economic, social, political, legal, ethical, and environmental. You also have organic. Remember, organic also. I will ask you more questions on that. Macro perspective, medium perspective, narrow or micro perspective. Okay. Now, this is the chart we were telling about a business, profession, and employment. Like vocabulary chart, please master this chart also. Okay. Now, go to the next set of questions. Fill it up. That is what we find as unexpected questions. Options are given to you. You can choose which fits which and you can fill it up. This is generally sidelined. They don't take, this comes under, do you remember, considerations, business considerations. It is not even objectives. Prior to objectives, there is something called as business consideration. What are the factors or components business should consider? So now there are fill in the blank, 5 fill in the blanks and 5 options. Please fill it up. You get my question? Options are given in red. So 5 options are given and it's jumbled. You put it in the right place. This is one unexpected segment which is still found in the question paper, but students are yet to take that part seriously in the introductory chapter. Do you even remember this? May not. Please do this exercise. One motivation I will give you is, after this exercise, I'll give you a break. Thinking of that joyful thing, do this exercise. Now, why is this type of question given is, even without reading, generally you must be able to understand the meaning of the sentence and put the word. Do you think for this you have to read, study and write? No, that is BCK. Some portions are like that. Read the sentences very clearly, understand which will suit which. Business draws its factors of production from the society and is dependent on it for the sale of its goods and services. What would you insert there? Second one, a firm is not only the owner, it is as much as investor, lender, employee, customer, supplier and competitor. the community and society and ecology at large. Okay. Dash is a minimum concept. In fact, a cost of being in and cost of staying in business. If at all there is a single purpose of business, it is the creation and maintenance of dash through product quality, service, and delivering value for money. Dash is a precursor to profits. To be able to earn profit, the firm has to excel in all its functionalities. So fill up the considerations. Honestly, tell me, did anybody read this segment in part A? Did it even come to your vision? Very good. That was the expectation. But you're able to fill it up, no? So that is knowledge. That doesn't require, without even, mugging up or rote learning, you can identify the answers. How many of you have completed? Others in the process? Was it difficult or easy? Very easy for you. Okay. Ashwati? Okay, sort. Shreya, have you completed? Nityashri? Okay. Going to complete. Supriya? Going to complete. Okay. I think these two fellows are finished. They are ready to. Yes? Completed? Okay. Now let me give the answer key. Please check it up. First one is interdependence. Second one is multiple stakeholders. Third one is amount of profit. Fourth one is primacy of customer or customer. Fifth one is performance. How many of you got 5 on 5? Very good. So this is the kind of general knowledge you're having, no? Excellent. Others, where did you make mistake? Last two, you interchanged and wrote. Last two. Okay. So I think this is not bad. And I suppose you're taking down the answers now. Are you interested in going for a break now?
Yes, ma'am.
Very much interested. We will continue more questions in chapter 1 itself and then we will do. Okay.